Billy, let's bring in our next guest, Chuck White from the Tulare Grand Jury. Hello, Chuck.
Hello,
How are
Chuck.
you, sir?
Great today.
Two Chucks on the screen. It's getting dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
Fortunately, I don't know much about the Grand Jury. Can you tell me something about it?
I probably can. Been there off and on for 7 years. And it's not like a regular jury like people think. It's different. We're the watchdogs of Tulare County. And you guys here in Fresno, you guys have one grand jury up here, and here are your watchdogs.
I know where the building is.
Yeah. And what? Been there a few times?
No, I know from the outside where it is. I've never been in a grand jury. That's why I'm asking. It sounds really like serious.
It is. And people laugh at me sometimes because I call it.
You don't look like you're in the grand jury.
I know, but I am. I'm the foreman. I'm the kickback one.
You're the foreman of the grand jury?
Yes, I am.
So how do you get picked to be in the grand jury?
You don't get picked. You
It's
volunteer.
not like a regular jury. You don't get a summons in the mail?
Nope. You got to volunteer for it, and what you do, you got to get an app, call us, get an application, fill it out, and then you get background checked and all that. And if you live in Tulare County for a year, no felons on you, you speak English, you'll qualify. And if you have 18 years of age, and what they do then, you'll go in, you'll have an interview, and
with the lawyers or with you?
Not with me. With I'm sure they did, but we have a grand jury charter that came effect 2 years ago, and they go in there and they pull all the people's names out, and they talk to them, every one of them, and see what they're like and their interest and how they work. I mean, they'll give an interview for an hour. Then that goes to the judge. Then the judge reads over their recommendations, and that's when I'll come in, that's the foreman, and sit there and ask these people questions too. And
what types of questions do you ask them?
Well, pretty basic. How do you work with other people?
Do you ask them questions that pertain to the case that you're
No.
looking at them for?
No, because on the cases that we do, we can't even talk about.
What type of cases do go to the grand jury?
Stuff we can't talk about.
Okay, well, let's talk about.
Let me go.
How about let's talk about this? What kind of cases have gone to the grand jury in the past?
All right, in the past,
Okay.
Past here, just recently we had one in a paper. I don't know if you read by Say Times or not.
From time to time.
Here's the front page, what we did in there. It did in early March, weren't being quite what they should have been doing. And we went down there, got a complaint, and went down and investigated them, and found things were pretty messed up down there, and kind of got the life back in order.
Is this federal crimes? Is that what it is?
We do civil mostly, but when we start these investigations, you run into other things, and they'll turn out to be criminal. And when you do that, we're in touch. We work with the DA really good, and he'll take over the case from there on.
What? Why are these cases not tried in a regular court, but why are they going to a grand jury?
Well, because
what qualifies them to go to the grand jury?
It's the county. If it's county employees, your top officials, where there's nobody that can talk to them or find out what they're doing wrong. I mean, they're up there by themselves. They're up there playing.
They're above the law.
Yeah, right.
In their minds.
In their mind, they are. We have quite a few of them out there. And what we do, we get complaints from the citizens about these people and these politicians. And we're the only group, grand jury, that could go out and investigate these people. And that's why I say we're like the CIA in a way, because everything's so quiet. I mean, we can't talk about it.
Behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah, everything behind the scenes. And you come into this room with us, there's 19 of us in there, and whatever you say in that room and do in that room, none of it leaves that room. And,
how are you sure?
Well, we hear it from somebody else on the streets or something. You'll get a warrant sent to your door, be picked up, to come to town, and see the judge. talk to him for a little bit, and probably go to jail for a while and play a fine
For talking.
for talking about the wrong stuff.
When you're on the grand jury, is this like a job?
No, and yeah, it's a 3-hour day deal. You go in there for 3 hours, and it's 5 days a week, but most you got 8 committees. And with these 8 committees, you probably might be going in 3 days a week. Like me being a foreman, I'm in there 5 days a week. I got to be with every committee that we have. And we have 8 committees, one in like justice, special districts, health and welfare, and what they'll do, we get all these complaints, and they all will be for those groups of people. And we'll send them out and investigate it. Go right in their offices, or we bring them in, swear them in. We bring them in most of the time because we get to admonish them and swear them in. Make sure they tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. But they still come in and they sit there and don't want to say nothing. They want to stay on the fifth.
If you're going to the grand jury, you probably need a pretty good lawyer.
Nope, the lawyer's not invited.
Oh, you don't get to bring a lawyer to the grand jury?
No, not really. This year,
you just bring yourself?
Yourself.
There's 19 other people sitting in there?
Yeah.
That sounds scary.
It is. We have people come in there crying.
Probably leaving crying, too, I bet.
Yeah, they do that, too. But it's very interesting.
So, Chuck, are you here trying to get more people to sign up to
Right.
be on the grand jury? Is that it?
Yep, that's what we're trying to get. See,
Does it pay when you're there?
Yeah, it pays.
Yeah, pretty good?
Yeah, no. But it pays. Like I say, it's volunteer, but you get $25 a day for being there, and you get 27 cents a mile, to drive there. And if you live quite a ways, like say Bakersfield, Three Rivers, and you drive and come down there and work 3 days a week and 4 days a week, you'll take home $1,200 a month extra.
No. Well, that's not so bad.
No,
right?
it's not. If you look
you
at it
probably
that
hear
way,
a lot of interesting stories.
Oh yeah. That you do.
That you can't talk about.
Can't talk about. I know. I'll go home and my wife will try to drill me on stuff, and she's sorry.
I'm pretty sure my wife would get it out of me.
Mine hasn't yet. But like I said, it's really interesting, and we're really looking hard for people right now, good people. That's don't have a grudge against somebody. Mm-hmm. So if you got a grudge in there, you don't want to be on the grand jury.
If you're a person that holds a grudge, I don't want to be your friend anyway.
No, we want to keep them people out of there because they come in there and you got the power just to go after somebody if you want to. And we try to keep that completely out of it. We try to stay neutral when we do these investigations, and we get down to the facts. And usually, if you see anything printed, usually what the grand jury's done, you can bet your money it's true.
I would think that, like, if there's people out there that are looking for a job, this would be a pretty good stepping stone. I mean, if you put this on your resume, hey, I was working at the grand jury, it probably looks pretty good.
Yeah, it gets your job out there quick. We have some kids come in there very seldom though. Half these kids don't know what a grand jury is, but we have some come in there out of college, and they'll come in there and get on, and as they're working for us, they'll find a job.
They're making connections.
Yeah, make a connection through us, then find a job, and boop, off they're gone.
I like that.
I don't.
Do they sign up on the internet?
No, you got to
go right down to the courthouse.
Yeah, right down at the courthouse, and you can the internet. We got a website we started 2 years ago.
Okay.
So we got a
you guys
website.
are on it.
Yeah. So right. Hey, we just got computers. Man. I mean, we're getting modern. We've been in the ice.
What's your website, Chuck?
It's I can't remember it. GRND.
It's on the screen?
Yeah, it's on screen.
Okay.
Good. Keep it that way. I don't have a memory that long no more. I mean,
I'm sure you're a great foreman.
Yeah. Right. That's probably why I forget all the time.
You guys. If you live in Tulare County, if you're over 18 years old, you're not a felon, and you're looking for some work, get a hold of Chuck White.
Live in Tulare County.
Tulare County Grand Jury. I'd probably do it, man, if I was down there. Chuck, thanks for coming by.
Hey, thank you.
Always good to see you. Okay. Hey, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on The Buzz. Stick around.